Hi, I'm Michelle Duffy, Editor-in-Chief of American Quilter magazine, and I'm here today with Susan Stewart of Pittsburgh, Kansas. She's won first place in the bed quilt home machine quilted category. Well, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Michelle. It is exciting to be here, to have a quilt in the show first and then to win a prize. It's a great honor.
Well, wonderful. Can you tell us about the design? Was this an original design or pattern?
This was an original design, although the machine embroidery designs are from Zunt Designs. I don't do my own digitizing, but everything else is my own idea.
Oh, amazing. And okay, the lace on this quilt is unbelievable. Can you tell us about that? Because someone said, oh, it's homemade, and someone else said, no, it's machine made. And I'll tell you what, putting up the quilt, we couldn't figure it out.
Well, no, it is machine made. I did make the lace, and I love to hear the when I say that to people. It's really one of the easiest parts of the quilt. Time consuming, but not very difficult. It's digitized machine embroidery, again from Zunt Design. It's a program that your computerized machine embroidery unit runs off of, and I stitch it on water-soluble stabilizer. When the stabilizer is dissolved away, then all that's left is the thread, the lace. And so the black that you see behind here is the drape behind the quilt. It's not another piece of fabric, but it's see-through in those sections.
That's amazing. Can you tell me, this is quilted on a home machine, but I heard you say it was an AQS George, which is
yes.
A sit-down long arm.
Yes, it's a long arm machine, but it's set into a cabinet so that I sit down and I push the fabric. I'm a fabric pusher, and that's how the home machine or long arm is classified in not so much the size of the machine, but how the quilt is moved. With a home machine, a sit-down machine, the quilter moves the fabric under the needle. With a long arm machine, the machine is frame mounted and they move the machine over the fabric. They're both very different skills.
Well, you've got this one mastered, that's for sure.
Thank you, never mastered. Always ways to improve.
I don't know. All right, let me ask you, how long did this quilt take?
That's always a common question and a hard question to answer. Usually I have a fair idea and kind of give an estimate, but this quilt was a little bit different. It took a long time to make anyway, but I had just about finished the quilting. And on this quilt, this kind of quilt, it's quilted as a whole cloth, and I make the lace separately. Then I cut out sections where the lace will go, finish those edges, and then attach the lace. So all of the quilting is done before the lace is attached. With this quilt, I had the quilting just about done in the fall of 2013, and my son died. He was 26 years old, and I went back to quilting way too soon, and I made a really major mistake involving scissors. This rectangular section was, it was not quite square. It was a little skewed. And so the back was finished, and the back is finished with a hand appliqued bias strip around all the edges. So I had to take everything apart. I had to take the binding off. I had to take the lace off, which was attached with monofilament thread, and so it's really hard to pick out invisible stitches. You can't see them, right? And then I had to figure out a way so that that gap didn't show. I put the thing away, and it was in a plastic garbage bag for months. And I finally came back to it and thought of a way that I could fix it and went back to work, and it took me probably 4 months to repair the damage.
Wow.
And you see all of the appliqued bows and streamers, those cover the scar. The scar is really down in this corner, but I had to put it in a lot of different places. And then I was just about finished with it, and my dad was in a car wreck and he passed away. So I had almost everything done except some of the crystals to glue on, and that I wasn't able to mess that up, and that wasn't nearly as hard. So this quilt has some scars in it, and that's the story of it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, two things.
Yes.
I saw you show someone the piece of fabric that went in here.
Yes.
It gave me chills. Can we just see that?
Okay, can I get away
Yes.
here and get it? All right. Oh, I've got it. Okay.
Oh, I can't believe you cut into this quilt.
This is all quilted. Like I said, it's a whole cloth quilt before I cut into it. And this is, you want to hold that up?
Yep.
This is the section that was cut out so that I could then apply that lace. And these little circles were the same. I had some of those. There. Look here.
Oh, weren't you afraid to cut into
So
it?
these little circles were cut out of there. The same with that. Now I didn't have to cut that much out of the outer border, but yes, and I've done that before, but I've never made a really bad mistake like that, but I've never really had an event like that happen either. So that's the story of this quilt. And now everyone knows it.
Sorry. Okay, your husband was remarking on the crystals and how it relates to the quilt name of Snowflowers.
He made that story up.
Oh, we love that story.
Well, it's not a bad story. Actually, I'm not very good at naming quilts sometimes, so I had asked some friends for ideas for the quilt, and a friend said Snowflowers. I thought, okay, that's a good name. I like that. And so Mark said it looks like the crystals look like sunshine sparkling on the snow, which it does.
It does.
So,
it's an amazing feat.
And there's something like 5,000 crystals on here.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Well, it is a testament.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us? Oh.
I don't think I have anything in my brain right now to share.
Crazy show. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for being interviewed.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you next time at the next AQS Quilt Week event. Thanks.